two, one. Good afternoon or good evening, Robert.
Hey, good afternoon. Good evening.
What time is it now at your side?
1:04. A little bit late for a military guy.
What? 4 minutes late.
Yeah.
So you are. Could you give us some background, please?
Yeah. So basically, started out U.S. military intelligence in 1987. Did about 4 years in the military. First Gulf War, got out. Decided that the military was a great place to start, but not didn't fulfill the entrepreneurship that I had at heart. So I got into doing businesses and eventually found my way to the internet once the internet was created. Because some of us existed before the internet was created.
Okay.
So did that, and then got into search engine optimization. Been into search engine optimization and building a platform for helping marketers at Blackwood Productions over the last 17 years. And so, and then for the last 2 years, I've been dedicated into something new called, hashtag domains or HashTag.space, the decentralized internet that's coming upon us rapidly now.
HashTag.space.
Yeah.
Wow, that is quite some information you gave us. So good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody. Today we have a very, very special guest and really interesting one. So directly from Colombia, an ex-military, ex-intelligence, U.S. Army guy.
Mm-hmm.
And despite being military guy, he's into crypto and decentralization. So this will be something.
Yep.
And of course, we would like to thank you, Adam, for introducing us. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Adam. I appreciate this hookup.
So how did you get involved into crypto?
Well, I have to say that I wasn't paying attention so much, but I did hear about, Bitcoin and a few things. It was just back in the day, it was so hard to understand how a cryptocurrency could actually be worth money. And,
okay.
So I didn't pay attention to it for a long time. And then I figured, well, Bitcoin was already out of the price range. So I really wasn't going to buy into it so much, but that wasn't a really smart idea. It wasn't a good smart idea, because cryptocurrencies are being adopted more and more now, which means more and more people are coming in. Probably less than 1% of the consciousness of the human population know about cryptocurrencies or even involved in cryptocurrencies.
Absolutely.
And so once this thing becomes mainstream, you're going to have a lot of adoption, and then you're seeing a lot of price, inflation going to happen. And so the biggest transfer of wealth in human history is happening right now. And not only was it happening 11 years ago when Bitcoin was 7 cents, but it's happening right now because there's so many other coins that are even cheaper, that have good protocols, that have good foundations like Bitcoin, like Ethereum. And so that's what we're going to talk about today.
Okay. Oh, that was like a series of punches. And still at the same time, there are lots and lots of tokens you can lose all your money in.
That's right. There is. That is true.
And coins
we are not financial advisors. We are not financial advisors.
Okay. So you started 2018. Yes.
In 2018 with the project HashTag.space. Correct.
So you have HashTag.space. Then
Yes.
there is Metahash and MetaGate.
Yeah.
Who was first?
Let me get into that a little bit. It's a deeper story. So the Metahash project, metahash.org. The only reason that HashTag.space exists is because of metahash.org. Metahash.org is a blockchain, and I'm coining blockchain for the people because it's about getting rewarded for participation. And so getting involved in a blockchain now that has up to 50,000 TPS transactions per second. It is block size, 3 sec, we're talking like super quick blockchain, up there with, you're talking about Bitcoin 7 transactions per second, Ethereum 15 transactions per second, even Cardano, you're not talking to like blistering speed there. But what you're talking about here with Metahash, a decentralized platform rewards for staking on nodes. It's a proof of stake blockchain. You know, proof of work blockchains are like Bitcoin, where they take up a lot of electricity, a lot of power to read the everything that's happening on the blockchain itself. So to come to a consensus is very difficult. With proof of stake, it's less about the power of the computers that are looking at the hash and everything about what's happening. And so it's kind of a complicated situation, but what I'm saying here,
Robert, you can go as technical as you wish. So a slight warning: this is not really for the beginners, and
exactly.
we'll be diving in. So there will be two parts, mainly two parts. So the first part, there will be me and Robert, and then you can jump in with your questions and ask them directly to Robert. You can ask him about the prices. You can ask him about the future movements, about maybe some failures nobody knows about. Just bring them all up. This is one of the rare opportunities to ask.
Exactly. So this is a Swiss company registered in Switzerland.
Oh, and Swiss company.
Came out at about 3 cents on an ICO. This is a 3-year-old project. And so went up to about 10 cents. Has been leveled off at about a half a penny for the last year or so, while the main net is being decentralized. And what I mean by that is there are several different nodes and servers that need to be implemented to have a decentralized internet, to have a decentralized web or a network, okay? And so this is the only blockchain that I know today that has a decentralized browser, a truly decentralized browser that's hooked to nodes that are operated by the people. And so let me just say this. If you're old enough to remember back in the day, there were people going around asking for investments into cell towers. I don't know if there's that many people who are that old, but they were asking for investments into cell towers. And back in the day, you could have invested in a cell tower. That was before the cell phones were all big. Yes. You know what I mean? And then all these big corporations came in later and bought up all those cell networks. So what I want to say right now is Metahash is building the backbone of the new internet, and that's communications. And so if you want to be a part of the new internet where you can get paid to be a part of the new internet, Metahash is your project, okay? Because it's paid for participation. You download the MetaGate browser, and you can it's also a wallet, a crypto wallet as well. So a lot of people out there, if they want to be able to get into cryptocurrency, they're not really sure about how to get into cryptocurrency. Download the MetaGate browser. The MetaGate browser has an auto built-in Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Metahash wallet. We'll be adding more coins as we see fit once the decentralization fully takes hold. That is due to take place this Friday, actually. So after 3 years working on our project and fulfilling the white paper, we'll be going live with the whole mainnet on this Friday. And rewards will be paid out to core nodes. Core nodes are the last nodes that we're putting up to be fully decentralized. Just to get started, it takes 10 million Metahash coin to stake down on a core node. That's about $50,000 at today's price. And so imagine in the future when the price of an MHC is about 10 cents, what it would cost just to open a core node server. So getting in at a low level right now, when the price is still low, even lower than the ICO, when the main net's getting ready to pop off, is a great opportunity to get in on a new coin, a new altcoin that's definitely going places, to the moon. That's everybody saying in the Metahash channel. So to the moon. When are we going? We're going there today. We're going there this week. We're starting here on this channel.
Okay. Let us see. Okay. Yeah. Oh, somebody's on fire. You are in a very, very friendly place, Robert. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And still at the same time, we've got few people. I remember once we had this Latvian Telegram group devoted mostly about talks for cryptocurrency. And once I said that we are having today a conversation about Metahash, and the first guy he checked out he checked out the information, and he said, "No, that's a scam." Why? Why is it? Oh, because they say that there are 50,000 transactions per second. That's it.
I don't know.
That was the chain of his.
It could be a shocker. It could be a shocker for some people that are used to low network speeds, but this is a Russian hot rod. I'm sorry.
So
we have our own way of doing things.
So how does it work? How do you manage to do that? Yes.
Let me just go over. I did take a few notes here this morning, and so I want to go over a few highlights of the MetaHash network. So
yes,
first I'm going to go over some forging highlights.
Sorry, 1 second, please. If you need to, Robert, you can share your screen as well. Yep,
I will. At this moment, I'll just be reading over a few of my notes, so I don't need to at the moment, but I will take over shortly.
No problems. Thank you.
Okay, so the forging highlights. 50% of the will be distributed over the first 10 years. We're talking about 4.6 billion coins going to be able to be mined or forged over the next 10 years. So that's a lot of coin that's going to be given away to people. Like I said, if you want to be an investor in the new internet, it's going to be given away to you so that you can actually, be a part of the new internet. And when those things actually make money, it'll be gone. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
No problem at all. So, and for this while, for moments like these, we have our ads. And welcome to HostMaria and subscribe. We'll be back after an ad.
Your smile lights up a room. There's not a single thing that I would change about you, 'cause you're perfect way that God made you.
That's a very nice commercial, by the way.
Thank you.
Very nicely done.
In video.io.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
very nice.
Fantastic.
Very nice. So let me get back into this. So
yes, awesome. Thank you.
Again, 50% distributed over the 10 years of 4.6 billion coins. So getting in now, getting in and making.
So 50% will be distributed.
Yep.
And that will be 4.5 billion coins.
About 4.6 billion coins given out to people that are actually laying the network. What do I mean by laying the network? I mean people that are actually going out and making nodes. They're forging. They're renting a computer from a cloud somewhere. They're installing the MetaHash software.
Okay.
And they're making it a part of the network. So
so we are talking about actually VPSs, so virtual private servers or dedicated servers.
These are dedicated servers. These are dedicated servers. These are servers from all kinds of different areas. So these are owned and operated by different people. That's why this is decentralized. It's not a centralized hub like coming into one place and then going and getting all of your services. So all of the services that we'll be offering will be run across the decentralized node network, also connected by the browser. So
okay, fantastic. How many nodes do you have right now?
At this moment, it's hard to say. I mean, in my opinion, because I don't keep track of all the nodes. There are 4 different types. And there are so many nodes coming online each day and going offline. So, but let me go over this thing and then I'll go back and do some questions with you. So let me say one of the largest things that is overlooked on the MetaHash platform, in my opinion, just by holding MHC in your wallet, you earn up to 40% back on the coin. So, for example, if you hold 1,000 coins, for a year, you're going to get back up to 400 coins by the end of that year just by staking that coin. What I mean by staking, I mean that you're staking that down on a server, taking that MHC, the coin, out of circulation. It's not being sold. It's not being anything. It's being taken off the market, which makes the coin more rare. Okay. As you make the coin more rare, the price goes up. So, that's what I'm trying to say. So that is very huge. Let me just say there's a couple of other coins that do this out on the market today. One is called Atom at Cosmos, and they pay almost 10%, which I thought was really amazing until I found the MetaHash project. I was like, wow, how can you guys give back so much? You know what I mean? It's because, when the internet today, only a few people are making the money, these big conglomerate, big companies. What's happening now is it's becoming decentralized. The decentralized web means that you are a part of it. You know what I mean? That you can take and participate and take stake, which means taking stake, which means getting paid from now until whenever. So let me keep going. This is you letting you invest in the new internet. Every node and wallet and server that is a part of the ecosystem participate in all transactions. This is not normal for every other blockchain. So that means every wallet, when you open your browser, your wallet is open. The system is using a part of your system resources for transacting, making transactions, for passing information, for connectivity, for whatever it's doing. It's using a part of your network. You can also turn that off if you don't wish to use a part of your services on a computer for the network. That's okay. But just by opening the browser and having it open, you're able to earn Metahash, and so that's amazing. So every node wallet. So again, when every node and wallet, if you're running a node or you're running a server, you have a wallet open, you are a part of every transaction, which that's not normal on other blockchains. Like in Bitcoin, some servers and stuff, these farmers, they are mining and they get the blockchain, they find the shared ledger, they get the ticket, they earn the Bitcoin. Okay, that's how that works. Normally what's happening here is that we all participate in making the network run, and so we all get paid on every transaction. So when somebody's paying for a transaction to go through, we all take and participate, which that money goes back into the ecosystem. Okay, so companies that want to use native Metahash services and pay with Metahash can forge their coins and hold to earn and return large enough to cover usage fees. Let me explain this. There's another blockchain called VeChain. I'm not sure if a lot of our audience have heard of a blockchain called VeChain, but VeChain is a logistics protocol that many of the large companies are using for supply chain logistics these days. Because in supply chain, there's a lot of things happening that you don't know where your product is, where it came from, what temperature it's being stored at, or if someone even took your information or your goods and replaced it with something that's a replica. And so VeChain hooks to RFID tags and tracks goods by satellite. And so just by staking and buying, these companies that use the blockchain, the way that VeChain works is when you buy VeChain and hold VeChain, it drips another coin called VeThor. And the VeThor is what the VeChain system uses as gasoline for fees to use the actual protocol to track products across the network. So they give out about less than 2% back on that. And this is going to be a very huge, that thing's at 5 cents right now, 6 cents right now. And they're talking about it going to $1 soon because of adoption. So, imagine Metahash is at a half a penny right now. And we're talking about, so they give about 2% back. Okay. So Metahash, just by buying the coin and staking the coin, you earn up 30 to 40%. The Metahash is what our ecosystem runs on. So you can buy a hashtag domain name, which I'll get into here in a little bit about HashTag.space, a decentralized domain name platform. You can buy it. You can buy a hashtag domain name. You can buy advertising on our search engine. You can buy keywords that show up in our search engine. There are various things you can do within our network that you can buy with MHC that have to do with marketing and online marketing for your business. Okay, so what's happening here is when I came into the Metahash project, they had already built the backbone and they had everything here laid out for us really nice. But there was no domain name system up front. You had all these large, hash addresses, which decentralized systems create that nobody can remember or try to type in to resolve to. So I spoke to the Metahash team. We talked about creating the hashtag domain names, and we did that. And so we're building also a search. We have a search engine that's functioning at the moment, which I'll show you here in a little bit. We're building paid ads. So everything, basically, this is an ecosystem for Web 2.0 refugees coming from Facebook, from Google, from Twitter, from wherever that your censorship is happening, which I'm talking about, people being kicked off of Twitter and people getting their accounts banned, and websites like AR15.com being removed and banned from GoDaddy. So they had to remove and take their name to another registrar in order to reopen their website. So as I was building HashTag.space, I figured I had 3 to 5 years of time before these people would be coming from the Web 2.0 sites and they needed a place to land. So what we're doing here at Metahash and HashTag.space is we're creating an ecosystem to give services for people that need services and people that want to learn about blockchains and they want to learn about cryptocurrencies, but they don't really have an idea where to start. The place to start is just downloading our browser, which you can get to many different internets, and I'll talk about that here in a little bit as well. But that gets you either your wallet and allows you to automatically start taking a part of the new internet. You can take that a little further and actually rent a node and set up a server and then earn even more money. We also have a 3-level, multi-level marketing is what is built into the backbone of Metahash. So I'm going to go ahead and drop down. If you want to type this out for me, I'm not sure where that is in the channel that I can type. Can I type in the channel?
You can, yes, you can type into the private chat, and then I'll copy paste it across all the streams that are running. Thank you. Thank you. And guys, again, the first part is me and Robert, and then the second part is live Q&A. Live Q&A. You can ask your questions. Yes.
Yep. So at HashTag.org, everybody can go over there and see that this resolves to an affiliate ID. The affiliate ID, everyone can get that, and just by being on the webinar today, everybody can download the MetaGate browser and automatically get 1,000 MHC coins deposited to their accounts.
Hashtag.
Hashtag.org.
HTTPS is not valid.
Is it not? Oh, we didn't get the HTTPS, so just go to the HTTP. We just set it up today just to show how it forward over and go to the actual, and so it was easy to remember. And so if everybody goes over there, anybody wants to download and try it out, the browser, they can download the browser and then get 1,000 MHC automatically. You can then start staking that MHC on whatever server you wish and start earning daily rewards, nightly coins that will come into your wallet. And so that's just by being on the webinar, and that's set up by the metagather.org. That is a program set up by the Metahash team. And basically, so everybody that joins there will have an affiliate tag too. So if you go somewhere and talk about it, post your affiliate tag, and people that join up will go underneath you, and then a little bit of their mining and a little bit of people of daily rewards that happen will also go into your wallet, and you can track those rewards there. So a really interesting piece to a blockchain invitation project. So I haven't seen this anywhere else. And so there are other ways inside, not Metahash, but HashTag.space. There is an affiliate program as well, but I'll get into that as we get into that in time. Again, let me go back just a little bit about the. Go ahead. Were you saying something?
No, I'm saying no problem. No problem.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay. Yes. Very good. All right. So again, just by holding MHC, companies in the future will come to our decentralized browser, which has decentralized applications. These decentralized applications are like websites that won't go down. They're decentralized. Okay. It's like a decentralized web. And so there are also other databases, database-driven dashboards, and other more sophisticated type of softwares that will be located at our Meta Apps section as well. So we have a decentralized browser with a dApps or Meta Apps section. Okay, these are a step beyond the normal smart contracts, and you're able to set up things that are called DAOs that are that run forever, even after you die. You set up your programming language, you set up a server, you set up everything that's working, and it all pays back in an ecosystem, and you let the community run it, and it keeps running forever. And so I'm not sure how many people have heard about those types of things, but these are going to be available on the backbone of Metahash Network. And so what we're also building, again, are the advertising. There are free keywords that you get when you buy hashtag domain names, so that you can show up in the native in the organic search part of our browser. There are many different advertising aspects. Content marketing, my main company, Blackwood Productions, can get 5 keywords free for your website over there for life. We've been doing that for 17 years. We have thousands of customers on the first page of Google, Yahoo, and Bing, DuckDuckGo for free. And so if you want to try that out. But, these types of systems that we have that are for like marketing your business are being ported over as dApps, decentralized applications, on the backbone of Metahash to be offered again in the ecosystem. So again, right now we have up and operating a domain name system, a domain name registrar platform. We have a social media site. It's not decentralized yet, but it's up for to being ported over as a dApp. We have our own search engine that we're working on that we're going to be using in affiliation with DuckDuckGo results in our center, because DuckDuckGo does not track. You can surf DuckDuckGo anonymously, and we like that. And so there are a few other services that you're going to be natively you can get to help your business. And so in the future, there are companies going to be buying up MHC. Why? Because when they buy MHC, what do they get back? They get back MHC at 30 to 40% of what they invested. So if they buy, a million coins, they're getting back 400,000 coins or so each year. And those coins are the gas and the fuel of our system. What does that mean? Just by holding MHC, if you have a business, if you have any type of business on the internet, the normal internet today, the www, we can help you with advertising that. We can help you with advertising in the new internet, the new decentralized web. But all of those things can be paid with Metahash, the gas that runs this. So just by buying and holding and staking Metahash, you're earning Metahash, which helps you with your online business efforts. And that is not, I haven't seen not one blockchain that is set up to do that. And most blockchains are being built for geeks and nerds and people that know everything like we are, that we know all these things, right? It's not being built for the masses. It's not being built. The masses would never go to try to find something like that. So, what we're building here is a gateway for people to come and land and to have services like social, like have a place to see videos that are decentralized without being tracked, a place where you can get paid. Yes, you can get paid MHC just by joining our social media site and participating, by uploading photos and by being there. You can earn MHC by searching in our search engine, which is not built yet, but it's coming. I've got mock-ups to show you here in a little bit. Just by searching. So the people that pay us for ads that want to advertise in the decentralized browser will pay ads, and 50% of those ads go back to the people that are searching those ads. So that's unique. That means if you go searching out on the web, on the decentralized web, and you happen to land on an ad, well, a part of that advertising spend will go into you in MHC, just because you landed and saw the ad, not for anything else. So no longer are these companies like Google and everything else being able to take all of the profits and take them for themselves. Now you can participate and be a part of that chain process and get paid in the middle. And so we even have an affiliate program inside of HashTag.space. You share your affiliate link on social media sites or wherever. If you're an influencer and you have millions of users, you can share this affiliate link. When people come and join and they buy one of these services, let's say if they don't buy an MHC, what if they don't buy an MHC? They pay with PayPal or they pay with a credit card. Well, that means you earn 25% of everything they buy from this platform. This is the only blockchain program or platform that I know that you can go and earn MHC, a cryptocurrency, but you can also earn actual fiat money in dollars by the referral program that come in that offer real business services that actually help websites and businesses. Like all of the people here I know that are watching this have websites and businesses, because we all do. So, any questions? Go ahead.
Well, you said so much. So, are you ready for the questions?
I am.
So, in the very end, you said people can earn real money, fiat. So,
That's
what
correct.
is real, crypto or fiat?
They're both real, but what can be used easier in our day and age is real cash money. That's what's going around. That's what's been going around for a while. That's what'll keep going around for a little while longer. But the new money, new money's different. Cryptocurrencies are definitely shaking up the world. You might have seen some of these countries crashing around the world. Maybe that's why we even had this pandemic. I heard that the dollar crashed, and that we may have that, they're just staving off. I don't know. All I know is that the Bitcoin, this type of technology, disrupts governments at not only the fundamental levels, because that's what smart contracts are replacing judicial systems. And so judicial systems are only contracts backed up by people. And so smart contracts are those contracts backed up by code and program and code. They're not greedy. They don't lie. They don't cheat.
Oh, programmers are.
Yeah.
And investors are greedy. Programmers are greedy.
Yeah.
Every person is greedy.
Right.
Hello, greedy people. So,
Time application.
is it really decentralized? Why do you say decentralized? So the question is, approximately, how many nodes do you have? And how many of those nodes are run by your group?
Okay, my group has one node. It's a core node. We used to have about 4 nodes, and there are literally hundreds and hundreds of nodes. So I have one out of hundreds of nodes. So, yep.
So there is one core node. You said you have 4 different nodes.
Yeah, there are torrent, peer, verification, and core, and they're all different types of nodes. In order to operate each different node, it requires so much metahash coin to put down on the node to get it to operate. And so if you want, the core node is the most expensive at 10 million metahash. At today's price, about $50,000 to stake down on top of it just to get it to where it starts mining and earning you and forging you money each night.
So 10 million MHC for half a penny per piece, and you could get a core node. And at the moment, there is only one core node.
No. There are many core nodes. I have one myself.
You have one yourself.
Yeah, I have one myself that I'm participating personally in. And so there are many others. I think right now there are about 20 some nodes, core nodes, and we just launched the core nodes. So they're just now launching up.
And the core node would be something like full complete master node.
That's correct. Yeah.
So full master node. Okay. So what goes under the big master node?
I'm not really sure. I just know that there's peer, verification, and torrent. There are different makeups for each one that make up the consensus of
peer
the block.
verification,
and torrent.
And torrent. Okay.
Yeah. And they make up the block. So basically, a lot of these nodes are geographic. Some of them are over the continent, like core nodes. And then basically, all of these core nodes and torrent nodes, peer nodes, verification nodes, all talk to each other within 3 seconds time to transact. So transactions happen within 3 seconds on the Metahash blockchain. That's really quick.
So how do you still have blocks? Yes.
Yep.
So how blocks are made?
How blocks are made? Well,
yes,
blocks are made by the transactions that pass through the network, and so basically those are shared throughout the network, and then that
how blocks are formed. So you have four different. I understand. I've actually heard that you've got this another node that is analytics node that does the payments.
An analytics node. I'm not familiar. With
so the payments are done once in 24 hours. Could it
Every 4 hours you can earn, like there's like a sweepstakes that happen. And let me just be clear.
Yes.
I am not an expert on Metahash backbone. I am building on the I'm building on the Metahash backbone network.
Okay.
But I am not the core team.
I am really curious in how do you guys manage to get that crazy amount of transactions? So 50,000 transactions let's say not 1 second, in 3 seconds.
Yeah, well, it's 50,000 transactions per second, so in 3 seconds is 150,000 transactions.
Who verifies? What verifies them?
The node. This is the whole Metahash network. That's what they built. That's what this thing does. Is it allows transactions to pass that quickly. There's a white paper and a yellow paper on the MetaHash.org website. So for any more in-depth technical, I would refer you to go there, because even I have not read the entire piece on certain, because some of this stuff is really technical. And I'm not a mathematician. I'm a businessman that have ideas, and I implement ideas on blockchains that I find very, very interesting, where I can make good money on my return. So that's why I'm here to talk about Metahash.
Okay, so, cool. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. And Robert, what is the core team?
What is the core team on the website? Again, what
is the management? What is the management side? Who runs? Who makes decisions? Let us talk about the centralized side. Thank you.
Okay, so we have what's called a consensus. So the consensus algorithm allows members of each browser to vote on things that are happening within the community. So just like I sent you over to HashTag.org.
Yes.
I'm not, again, a core member of the team, but I am not even the dubbed community leader, but I am I'm one of the business leaders that are actually building on the backbone of Metahash. And we are taking over not only the, once the decentralization takes part of the browser, even the browser is being donated over to be called the hashtag browser to the hashtag.org foundation. And I sent you the hashtag.org website tonight, but it's just a forward over to the MetaGather, but that'll be further built out because this is just happening. And so not only is the platform decentralized by people that own it, you have to realize that the Metahash team has built a software, and we, the people, are deploying that software on servers and nodes that the Metahash team do not control. So that's what makes this system decentralized, because they don't have control over who is running and paying the server bills on the network. Okay.
Well, it is the same as I'm running Microsoft Word on my computer. Microsoft doesn't control what I'm typing into the Microsoft Word, but Microsoft controls the software. They run the updates. They can do whatever they want, Robert.
Yes, but Microsoft is not open source like our project. Our project is open source completely. If you wanted to make a hard fork of our software, you could copy the software, make a hard fork, and open your own blockchain. So it's a little different than Microsoft.
No, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not going into that. I just want to understand who forms the team and how the consensus is met. Robert, there are so many. The main problem with what I see, maybe that's my arrogant point of view, and I'm totally into my company, but still follow up cryptocurrencies and much less any other industries. The main problem with cryptocurrencies, as I see, they haven't got big enough communities, and mostly the projects are run by small teams, and the power is centralized within that team, and they are not truly decentralized, and that's the biggest problem. So once somebody comes up with an idea for upgrade, they say, hey, we must do that. What is the process? How the consensus is actually?
Yeah. Again, if you go to the website and check out the consensus, these things are not going to be able to be done until the decentralization takes place this week. So once that happens, because right now, if we're not decentralized, you can't go vote. You're not going to be able to go and vote and make it make it really.
So at the moment, you are centralized platform.
Yeah, yes. Our main net will go decentralized this week. That's why our price is still low.
Okay. So, and what will happen after a week?
Okay.
Did you say on Friday? Yes.
Yep, Friday.
So,
and so
that's in 3 days.
Yep.
Bang.
So basically, yay. So by going decentralized in 3 days allows the project to be autonomous, allows the servers to be up and running and to be self-correcting. Error correcting means no one in the future has to manipulate or touch the core software for the system to run. Any new upgrades would be done by voting and adding or changing anything in the future by the consensus algorithm. The multi-pause, which is on the white paper as well, is how they do the consensus. And so once that happens, smart contracts will be available. You'll be able to tokenize NFTs. Those are like artworks, just like the Twitter. Just the owner just did an NFT his first tweet, and it's up to over $2 million, I guess. So you'll be able to do NFTs on our platform. You'll be able to do many different things that blockchains that are doing today. But one thing I forgot to mention about the Metahash blockchain, which sets it apart from others, is up to 20% of the network load, there are no gas fees. And so if there's not a network load and it's below 20%, you can transact on our platform for free.
Wow.
Yeah, that's huge in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, that's huge. And so
up to 20% of the load.
Yeah, when it gets above 20%, then small fractions of fees start to take place.
And it means until there is no gas paid for transactions, there is no profit made by masternodes.
Yeah, so that's right. And those profits go back into the community as rewards. So any gas fees that are charged for transactions goes back into the ecosystem. So the owners have already unlocked their holdings. So when owners, they create projects, they take so much MHC or they take so much of their coin, and then over a certain year period, their founder unlock, they get to unlock those coins and they can transact. This has already happened on our network. So all of the owners that invested in Metahash already have all of their money back. So this is already an open platform and being controlled and being used by the community, anybody that uses it. And so that's why no one's over top of this. No one's actually running. I mean, I'm here. I'm not actually running the community, but I'm here because I'm a big advocate. because I see what's there, and a lot of people are not talking about. I mean, just tell me, where can you go and invest your money? I don't care what the price of the coin is. If the coin price is at a half a penny and then you invest a certain amount of money and that gets you 1,000 or 100,000 coins, by you holding those coins, you increase your coins by 30 to 40% per year by just holding on to the coins. So if you put $1,000 into this, you're going to gain 30 to 40% on that money each year, let alone the price going up on the coin. Imagine when you got a 2-factor, you're getting 30 to 40% of new coins yearly. And then also by the growth of the coin going up in price, you got 2 factors of ways that are going to make you rich just by owning MHC.
Bang, bang, bang. Start
bang, bang. Give me a ding. Give me a ding.
Bang, bang, bang. Start your greedy engines.
That's right. I'm working with that.
I've been following masternodes quite a lot, and there is that awesome website masternodes.io, I think, and who can correct me? So masternodes.io. I'm taking it totally out of my memory. A year, 2 years ago, and they actually have a huge list of those masternodes. And Robert, usually the new masternodes only pay that money. They start promising 80-90% return. But then once more and more people start getting in, those profits.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So, and this is planned for there. Remember, we talked about half of the coins being given away over the next 10 years. So you've got 10 years to get in. I think we've already done 3.
Okay. Yes.
So you may have 7 left of getting in now, getting a portion of those billions of coins that are going to be given away. Because again, today, even if they're given away, it's half a penny. Look, it's half a penny, and we're giving everyone that joins up tonight 1,000. 1,000 at a half a penny. I'll give you $5.
Okay. Can I know? Ask you a question actually about those billions of coins.
Yep.
If it is not your field of expertise, we can go into the browser. And before I go, it is amazing what you have done. Seriously. We, as a small Latvian community, and we're starting it once again, we haven't been able to launch a totally transparent coin.
Yep.
And you guys have done so much beyond. There is so much criticism online. That is not good. That is not good. In this case, guys, launch at least a token with a small community. I'm not talking about coin, and it is super amazing. So there is so much respect from me. And here is a question, Robert. Okay. So Metahash, and super impressive. So rank 771 on CoinMarketCap. So maximal supply 9 billion coins. So how many have been pre-mined?
Right now, there are over 2.5 billion coins in circulation. So each year, there are a certain number of coins that are released. And so that's why our price is staying down, but our market cap keeps growing. Right now, we're at 13 million on a market cap, but that keeps growing and growing because people are holding this. So but in time, right now, there are no adopters except for me and a few others that are starting to build real business services on the Metahash blockchain. But once that happens and there are real use cases that take real world money, then that will start to actually transact within the market cap. So when you start seeing people transact in Metahash, buying advertising on the decentralized web or buying a hashtag domain name for $24.95 with Metahash, which you get a third off if you buy in Metahash, by the way.
Okay.
And so when the buying and paying for these services in Metahash is what cause that demand to go up. And those that hold Metahash won't have to buy a whole lot of Metahash because they get it dripped to them and they can pay for their advertising fees. Imagine if you were just holding a cryptocurrency right now that allowed you to pay for Google AdWords on the internet. It allowed you to pay for ads with Google straight from whatever it dripped to you. Imagine how that would be really nice, wouldn't it?
Yes, Brave actually wants to do something like that. They are already doing, I think, but everybody does it in their own way.
Yeah,
and
that's what we're doing. So we're having real world business services here that people can come and start to buy. If you don't want to hold Metahash, that's fine. Pay with whatever dollar you want to, or Canadian dollar, or whatever ruble. Pay with whatever you want to. But that starts to inflate the market cap, because what happens? These services that we've created here donate 50% back into the ecosystem. So everybody holding Metahash coin. Okay. And so let's say that I've got $10 million worth of new business that's coming in monthly from the advertising, from the new hosting services on the decentralized web, the new hashtag domain name sales. All this money starts to come in, and half of that goes back in, and that we buy Metahash on the open market, and then we divvy it up with the people that are holding the coin.
Who is we?
The people, me, HashTag.space, the guy that's building right now a few of these systems. That's a part of my ecosystem technology, is the fact that we are doing the ecosystem and donating back the resources to the community for participation, for adoption.
So can I ask you, did I understand correctly? So Metahash as a cryptocurrency and blockchain, and really, really interesting one. They are separate entity. Then at some point in the very beginning, you came in with your ideas about MetaGate and hashtag domains.
Yes.
And then you are building, and you guys collided.
I'm helping Metahash, the core team, realize some of the front end stuff that needed to be built. They built the back end stuff, all the stuff that they had to be built in order for the front end side to exist. And so in order to facilitate and to make the front end development go faster, they've allowed me, but they tell me they don't allow me to do anything. If I pay for a programmer and throw up a dApp on the system, it either gets used or it doesn't. So, and that's what I did. And people are using the dApp. People are using HashTag.space, which we haven't gotten too much into tonight.
Well, we'll get to that. And
so that's how it's happening. I'm
trying to
basically me knowing the fact that in order for an ecosystem to work like this and to get major adoption, we have to give something away. We have to use that greed of the people have and give something away. And that means if you want to come in and use our search engine, or be in our social space, or give out our affiliate link, or do whatever you want to do, you're going to earn something back from that. Either 25% in real cash from somebody buying something from us, or from some type of earning from Metahash coin being given back to your wallet. And so there's more than one way to win here with Metahash and HashTag.space.
So Metahash, Russians?
Yep, it's a Russian.
One minute. Парни, откуда вы? На русском давайте скажите, откуда вы, что вы делаете. Питер, Москва, Казань. Поднимайтесь, вы же смотрите. So what I said, hey guys, come out of the shade, wherever you are sitting, in St. Petersburg, Moscow, Kazan, Ukraine, wherever. Come on, guys. We can see that you are watching. So there are a few questions, and look, so coins are not being mined as they are. They are being released. Do I understand it correctly?
Yeah, they're being dripped out each year. Each year, there's a percentage of coins that will be dripped out. That goes to people mining. People that goes into the rewards that we're talking about here. So these rewards are already built into the project.
Yes,
it just needs you to come and take these coins.
Okay. So let's say half a billion coins come out. Or 400,000 coins, 400 million coins come out a year. Let us say, I haven't got a clue, but doing quick math, something like that. And then 50% will go into rewards, and 50% will stay for development and all the other.
They have it broke down into a pie chart that handles the development. Part of the development is paid for by the rewards as well. So there are many different parts of the pie that gets paid for out of the MHC that gets released each year.
Okay. Here's a question from Kristaps. Why do you need a new currency for those services? Just use existing.
We don't need a new currency for those. That's a good question, but we don't need a new currency for these services. Currencies are, you can hold whatever other currency you want. It's just the fact that we're building an ecosystem here that allows you to use the MetaHash protocol.
Okay.
A lot of people look at coins and just think, oh, they're just coins. They're just coins. They're just coins. They're not all of them are just coins. Ethereum's not just a coin. It's also the world's computer. So it does the things that, like smart contracts and things like that. So like the Platin protocol, if you look that up, that's a geo-specific protocol that allows you to pinpoint and target certain things by GPS on a 3D map. And so why do you need a coin for that? In order to use the protocol. So like VeChain, why do they need to create another coin called VeThor? It's because they have to have a way that they can keep track of the use case inside the blockchain itself. And so when you're using blockchain services, you have to be able to have a coin that's stable enough to be able to there and say, hey, I know I'm paying in this coin, and this is what this thing does. So it's an interconnected community, like ecosystem when you're talking about coins. And then like Bitcoin's just a storage, it's just a cryptocurrency. Whereas many other coins have like Polkadot and Cosmos, those are interoperability plays. So these are blockchains that are working to integrate other blockchains and let all blockchains talk together. And so why would you need some Polkadot? Probably if you want to be a part of that ecosystem, and if you think that the ecosystem in Polkadot and the underlying programming is sound, then you would invest in the currency, not to use as a payment system, but to have the actual coin as a protocol, because maybe it's not valuable to you as the coin as in protocol, but someone, imagine those people that are spending $100,000 or more a month in AdWords and spending stuff with Google, that in the future, if they can come and spend that with Metahash, imagine that. I mean, it's like, why would someone need Metahash? They might need it, but you might not. But you might be able to hold it and sell them some with your earnings that you get from staking. So I hope that answers the question.
Why does the world need another 1,000 people? Why?
We probably
they are just there. That's fine.
Actually, we do. Just Metahash.
No, that's absolutely fine. This is an open world. The coins should be lots and different. I'm huge advocate for lots of coins. And the last question about the coin, and then we'll go to the next question of MetaGate. Here you go. Here I had a question, and let's go directly to MetaGate. So, what is the story behind MetaGate?
You mean I think we already spoke about the MetaGate. The MetaGate is basically the decentralized browser. I can explain a little bit more if you want to go into more detail. Let me go into a little bit more detail.
Yes, please. Yes, please. And I love different browsers. Huge fan. Okay. I have quite a lot of them. Thank you.
Okay, cool. All right. So basically, this browser is a blockchain browser, and what I mean by that is the browser itself is built on the Metahash blockchain. But not only that, you'll be able to resolve other blockchain decentralized applications using our browser. Okay, so for right now, for example, can I share my screen?
Absolutely, and you should.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so let me go.
No, there is a button actually in your dashboard that allows you to share the whole screen or one window or one tab.
Yeah, I think I clicked on it. Let's see, video file, share screen.
Yes. And guys, prepare your questions.
The entire screen.
We can see there is a comment from, I think, coming from Georgia. Is it Georgia? So yes, your camera is switched off. Yes.
Yeah, I have my my share screen on.
Oh, what is that? What is that you have there? That was interesting. That was an interesting.
Well, that's what came up on here on this.
Okay. So
when I clicked on it.
Okay. Oh, the comments. Yes, fantastic. Okay.
Okay, so
that is your browser. Yes.
Yeah, this is the browser, and so these are the main portions of the browser, the backbone that allow you to see your wallet, the forging, the network monitor, and so here we have. Let me just show you a few of them.
Oh, absolutely.
We have the news, so you keep up the news here, when it comes directly fed into the browser. We have the MetaGate wallet, so I have my Metahash here. And so here I have some wallets, and I can check and see what the price is. Hit 3 cents just the other day. It's going
News.
back down some though.
Okay,
But,
then you have wallets.
yeah, we have wallets. I can create wallets. I can do a wallet for MHC. I can do a Bitcoin wallet. I can do an Ethereum wallet for now, and in the future we'll be able to do a few more wallets.
Do users control the keys for the wallets? Who
Yes,
controls the keys?
Yes, they do completely.
Okay.
Yep. So meta forging, this is where you go and you can do server forging and coin delegation. So if you don't actually have a server, you would just want to put your money down on a server and stake and earn money back. You can click here, and this will give you an idea of some of the servers that we have. So this is just some of the servers that are out here now. That's why this is decentralized, because there's a lot of nodes out here.
And is this information publicly available? Yes.
Yep. Right here it is. You're seeing all of it. So
okay, and all these servers actually they would be the master nodes, yes, with 10 million coins.
Some of these are peer nodes, some are verifier nodes, some are core nodes, as you see here. So just depends. They're all different types of nodes, but you can see we have a ton of nodes. I just go keep going. I don't know when this thing's gonna stop, but it did stop right there. But we do have a pretty good bit of nodes out here. I'm not sure how many that is, but that's pretty good. So let me go back to the Meta apps. And so the network monitor, just going to show the the connectivity, how many people, 8,248 people have the browser open right now. There are 257 nodes online. Shows you how many torrents, what the last block time.
Okay, so 257 nodes, okay?
Yep, 131 peer nodes, 21 iTorrent nodes, 64 verifier, and 13 core nodes.
Okay.
Our DNS, no issues. Forging state, 3 years. The founder unlocked as at 100%, as I was saying. Team emissions, this is the emissions of the MHC that gets poured back into the team to keep everything running.
Okay.
Forging per day, we have 1,562,740 MHC that's being forged today and given out daily. So a good bit of cash flowing through. Let me go back to the.
And this information is publicly available for everybody, yes?
When you pull down the browser, you're looking at the same thing I'm looking at. I'm looking at this. This is what you get.
Okay.
You're on the browser. So MetaDev, which is about how to develop and upload stuff, metadapps and stuff to the system. And so that's here for any developers. MetaTalk, and then we have like MetaVote and a few other things that we're working on bringing online as soon as the decentralization happens. And so these are some dApps that have been uploaded. They're not real serious dApps from what I can tell. There may be a few in here that I missed, but a little bit of a Mario game, a few things just kind of testing the system.
Yes.
But
YouTube is there.
Yep. So, and I do have the #space dApp right here, which I'm going to click on, and I want to demonstrate for you real quick. And so let me just do a search. If you want to give me a name real quick, I just do a search for it in #space for a domain name.
Let us go Georgia. Brilliant country.
You want me to do just Georgia altogether?
Georgia, yes, that would be interesting. Georgia as country comes or state. So
Georgia is available, okay? And so I'm going to go ahead and just demo that, which we can demo in our system. And so I'm going to demo that. I'm going to go to my domains. Go to Georgia. I guess I didn't demo it. I'll probably look to it's here. Fund your account. Take this out. Hold on. And buy. Okay.
How much does it cost to buy a hashtag?
Yeah, so hashtag domains are $24.95 per year.
$24.95.
Yeah, per year. We actually are selling decentralized DNS, and so you're not really owning your decentralized hashtag domain name. You're owning your decentralized DNS for the year, and so our pledge is that we don't interfere with where you point your hashtag domain through the entire year of your contract. And so that's not built into my software that I can even go in and change where someone's pointing their domain. I can't even see it where it's at. So actually I can see it, but I can't change it. So so basically I've got this domain now, Georgia. If I want to put in the site URL, just give me a place you'd like that to resolve.
Georgia.com, whatever. Yes.
So
Georgia.com. Yes.
Just saving that real quick for the site URL. And then I'm going to go in here and just type in hashtag Georgia. If you notice, I typed it in all lowercase, but when I go ahead and type it in and let it go now, it's still not updated yet. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go back.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, and it'll happen. It just takes a few seconds for the DNS to go back. Let me go back to here. Hashtag Georgia. Okay. Still waiting.
Maybe the domain is not resolving.
Yeah, it takes just a second for the actual DNS to upload. So I have, I just got the domain Georgia. Hold on, hashtag Georgia. Yep, still not updated just yet. Let me just show you another one real quick, like hashtag.
Okay. You did. Okay.
It just updated.
Here we go. Yes.
Yeah, it just updated. So, but it actually forwarded. It's not supposed to forward, but sometimes they do forward. Depends on how the website's set up.
Okay.
So Georgia.com. So normally that would stay within the hashtag. For example, if I type in hashtag SEO and I hit the enter and it goes to my website. Yep. So that's going over to my website where you can actually just sign up for services. And so you notice that it didn't forward; it stayed right there on that domain. So it probably takes a few seconds for that to update, but in a few minutes that'll probably update. But
I know that we earlier did HostMaria as well. And what is on HostMaria? And I'll definitely check your. Yeah, so you created a hashtag, or that was demo.
Yeah, I can't remember which one we created. Which one was that?
HostMaria. HostMaria. Yes.
We most didn't do anything with that. So let me go over here to HostMaria.
Yes.
HostMaria, like that.
Yes, like it is. Maria Magdalena.
Buying that domain. Oops, logging in real quick. Hold on a second. I haven't been logged in here forever. I don't even remember why.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine, Robert. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. Look.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Robert, is this your project then? Yes.
This is my project here. Yes. Yeah.
So MetaGate is your project.
MetaGate is not my project. That's the browser.
That's the browser. Yes.
MetaHash.org. Yeah. My HashTag.space is what runs on top of the blockchain and actually allows you to buy DNS. Okay, it allows you to buy these domain names and point them where you want to. So,
could you explain how your DNS works? When you say DNS is so complex.
Yeah. So basically, it makes it makes it easy for people. And so even buying domain names and pointing those domain names is kind of hard for some people. But as easy as it was for you to drop in a URL into that box, that's how simple it is to point your domain name here. You buy it and you point it. And so basically, like for example, our hashtag domain names in our browser can resolve to the normal internet. So I've taken you to the normal internet, like hashtag domains, normal website, take you right to the normal website. Let me see, hashtag HostMaria. You can go to normal websites, hashtag space.
Yes.
You can go to normal websites. You can go to the dark web from this browser. So let me just.
Can you show us?
Yeah. So I bought hashtag tunnels because I noticed there was a website for a university called Tunnels, and it was just basically showing all of the underlying tunnels under a university, which the university didn't really want that to be online, but it was on the dark web, and here it is still. And so if you want to see some of the tunnels, you can click on some of these. I just put this up here for an example, hashtag tunnels. It takes a little longer and a little bit longer to get there, and there's a little bit of latency, but it does pop up, and it does work. And so they didn't really want this to be up there, but you can see they've got underground, passageways underneath one of the universities, and they're actually showing it here on the dark web, which can't be taken down. And so you can hashtag the normal site on the normal internet. You can hashtag a website on the dark web. You can hashtag a website on HashTag.space, which is a decentralized web hosting as well. or the decentralized web, the interplanetary file system. You'll be able to point a hashtag over there. And so we have a few other expansions that the hashtag will be able to track in the future. But at the moment, that's what we're releasing, is the fact that we'll be doing the tracking on at least the interwebs. We'll be tracking. So these hashtag domain names have a lot more functionality. And I did watch your interview with Adam the other day, and it was talking about unstoppable domain names.
Yes.
And unstoppable domain names, they have that system, like I said, where you claim your domain name. We're into buying the domain name, but not claiming it for your cryptocurrency addresses just yet.
Okay.
So in the future, people will be able to send money, cryptocurrency to your hashtag name. And so it'd be very simple. Not even your domain name, it's just your name. And just by joining, also, and let me just throw this in, just by joining HashTag.space, if you join and go into your profile section, that we give you your first hashtag name for free. It points to go ahead.
Could you enable your video, please?
Sure.
And later on, we'll put up your screen back on there.
Yep. Let me do that.
Yes. Start the camera and.
Yep. Let me go there again. Hold
on. No problem.
Start the camera.
Kayak man.
Yep.
Robert.
Yes.
Once you ex-military.
Yes.
And then going totally into different direction.
I've been
all
life here so far, so I've been all over, but landed basically doing internet marketing, building platforms.
I am one of the products I do not want to touch is dark web. I even do not want to touch Tor browser. Even there is some kind of animal fear within me, as I do know that traffic is being monitored. At least those connections are being monitored. So
you mean like you're being monitored right now on the normal internet?
Well,
because
the connections are being flagged. So ISPs can definitely tell which users are using Tor. They cannot see the. Am I right or am I wrong?
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure they can see pretty much everything you're doing now. So anything, it would be an improvement. I would say if you want to go and be a little bit more free and be a little bit more anonymous, you use everything like a free VPN network or something that's centralized that does show who you are, or at least searching or using search facilities that don't track what you're searching for. And so that's what we're building here at MetaHash and HashTag.space. For those people that are worried about, like you just said, about being tracked on the web, about being tracked about what they're doing. You know what I mean? There's
how safe is it for an ordinary person to use your browser?
Let's just say that there's no way,
and to go on dark web.
Let's just say there's no way we could have just gotten to the dark web if the browser wasn't secure enough to hide your identity, because it wouldn't have resolved. It takes you an hour and a half probably to get the Tor browser set up and installed just so you can go view stuff on a certain level. So imagine our browser's already set up and hashtags resolved there. I'm not saying you go visit there. If you want to go there, Facebook has a central, not there for only malicious people or websites. So
yes,
I mean, I did say Facebook's there. So.
Robert, we have some connection issues. Could you please shut down all the possible connections like Skype and everything else? Maybe you have some torrents running, or
maybe I'm in Colombia.
Or maybe you are in Colombia. Oh,
yeah, it could be that.
When are you in Colombia? Medellin or?
Yeah, I was in Medellin for a while, but I'm not going to state exactly where I'm at now because I'm all about that anonymous stuff.
Are you?
Yeah, so I'm actually close to Medellin, about an hour and a half away. So
okay. Are you some kind of libertarian as well?
No, not at all.
Who are you as a person?
I like my old America. I like freedom. I like apple pie and all that stuff. Good. And it seems like today things have gone awry, and you have to be politically correct, or you're going to be bashed and beat up. I mean, that seems like bunch of bullies to me, and I'd just rather be in the Colombian jungle and shut my doors and just turn on the internet and see who I want to see, and just tune everybody else out is where I'm at. So that's where I'm at. I mean, that's with me 51 years on this earth. I mean, everybody else wants to take part and go do whatever. That's fine. But I'm at the point where I like to be. That's one reason why I am living here, is because I feel like this is like so many years in the past. And even though it's Colombia, I feel like I have more freedoms here. Hey, at least I can collect my rainwater without having any problems. Nobody's telling me, hey, you can't build this to your house. I actually have to go get I just feel more free here. So
which country in South America was that American corporations decided to tax the rainwater on, and it almost started a civil war or something.
I don't even remember
which one was it?
I don't even remember which country that was, but it's coming to a country.
It was absolutely ridiculous, but it did happen.
Yeah, and it's coming to a country near you.
Near me.
Yeah, I'm sure it's expanding because that's the agenda.
I'm in the UK, though I'm from Latvia originally. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So
UK is actually quite libertarian, actually.
Yeah. I was living in the UK for a while. I didn't really like it so well.
Why not?
Too many cameras.
Oh yes, plenty of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's too many cameras. I just didn't feel safe. I just felt invaded. I just didn't feel free at all, and so I had to leave there.
So when was it?
That was back, I think back in 2008.
Okay.
Back in 2008.
So they had old cameras then.
I'm sure.
Now they have the new ones.
In a place called Altrincham, right outside of Manchester. So, at least it was good, close to the good football team, huh?
Or at least a couple of them.
Yeah, a couple of them. That's right.
Not to argue with anybody. Safer way. So, how do you start? How do you start developing? What is your browser based on? Is it based on Chromium or is it totally?
It's totally self-grown, homegrown here. We use C++, Python, and a few other languages. Solidity, and that's another thing that programmers out there and developers can use their normal programming languages. We're building a wrapper now that allows people to use their normal, natural, native programming languages to create smart contracts. And so they'll be able to import databases and websites and whatever they do normally on the web into our decentralized network. And again, pay for those fees with Metahash. And so, but that our developer community, I wanted to put that out there, the fact that there's not a huge learning curve in order to start building those types of systems on the backbone of Metahash.
Yes, the question about Metahash was, I absolutely love Binance. Metahash is not on Binance.
Metahash is not on Binance. We have not focused on pushing our coin out to those exchanges because our mainnet is not decentralized yet. And so until the fact that we got decentralized, when you come out and you get in front of a lot of people, usually that first impression sticks. And so the fact that we're going to be going and being decentralized this week, we're starting to talk more and put more emphasis on spreading the word about Metahash and where we're going today. So.
Okay. Georgie is asking, when do you think that the decentralization process will be complete? And after that, what are your thoughts on
decentralization on the fact that the Metahash system could be this week, but as far as the decentralization of the planet, you're talking about another 5 to 10 years of adoption of people understanding what the decentralized web is. It's not going to be just one. There's going to be many different splintered decentralized webs. HashTag.space just being one of those, because we're creating our own decentralized space that we can actually let people upload things to. And so as far as the decentralization in terms of that, it's going to take a while for for people to leave. A lot of people will still never want to leave the normal internet because they get things free and cheap, and they don't care if people track them, or they don't care if somebody censors this person. They're, I'm not about that, So in our social media platform or whatever, you say what you want to say. It's a follow-based platform. So if you don't like what someone's saying, unfollow them. You know what I mean? But it's a free speech platform. And so we don't invade on people's privacies, no matter what country you're from. Everybody becomes a citizen at HashTag.space or Metahash community.
Let us say Trump came in and became very vocal and took over 70-80% of your traffic or exposure. Would you
I would
limit him?
I would invite him. I would invite him today to come. Him and his son Eric, to come. That's one of the reasons why I built that social media platform after the election was stolen. And I'm sorry if people don't want to hear that, but our election was stolen.
So what are actually your thoughts on Trump being taken off the Twitter? That was ridiculous.
Obviously, it's ridiculous. It's an antitrust violation. In the era that I grew up in and whatever, the big courts would have slammed down on that. These people would have big, huge lawsuits. They'd be paying big, huge fines right now, and nothing is happening. Nothing. And so I didn't feel like, that I would even see this within the next 5 to 10 years. I thought maybe I'm building this and maybe it's not needed and it won't be needed. But man, boy, was I wrong. They're coming out and slapping people left and right. If they don't like you, they're talking about just because if you think Trump this, whatever, you're going to have to be re-educated. I'm sorry, but I'm just not a part of that. I've got my own feelings. I've got my own way of doing things, and I like to keep it that way. And so if somebody wants to take that from me, they can go somewhere else, and I'll just create my own place called #space and invite all my friends.
And
so
Trump is most welcome.
Trump and everybody else is most welcome, even Putin.
Even.
Because I've been known to cohort with Russians. I mean, they are my programmers. So,
What's your history with Russians?
Well, I really nothing until I got into this project, because I've always had like an American programmer, somebody that I could have on my same language base that was easier to communicate. So, but all the Russians have the programming. And I had no fear in jumping on board. When jumping on board at the backbone of MetaHash, because I feel actually makes me feel really solid. So,
do you speak Russian? Вы говорите на русском?
I don't.
No, you don't.
I speak Spanish, but that's about it. That and in English sometimes, and a little bit of crypto.
A little bit of crypto.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome! So on Friday.
Yep, on Friday.
The MetaHash is going from centralized platform to decentralized.
We're semi-decentralized now, but the core node's making the platform fully decentralized, meaning that if you're in China and you wanted to see something that China was blocking, then through our browser or our plugin, that you would be able to use our browser and resolve that blocked address in your native country. So that's big news, because that allows not even countries to intervene or to say what their citizens are going to be able to see or not see. And I find that fascinating.
Okay, let us say a Canadian pedophile came in and said, look, it is totally illegal in Canada. And he puts up a website, hashtag on your system. And you have children. I have 4 daughters.
I have children.
And for me, Canada can have a nuke for this law. My apologies.
I understand completely what you're saying about that.
Yes.
And why is there consensus?
I do apologize about such a sensitive topic,
it's okay.
I'm bringing it up. Yes,
it's a good question. And so basically, for things like that, there will be a consensus platform that allow the community to take it off of the display platform. So let's say it will not show up in results. It's not going to show up here. It's not going to show up there. But I think most likely, and I haven't thought that far out yet, but if I'm going to let people buy anonymous domain names and point them where they want to, and I'm not going to interfere with that, then that's going to have to be my policy. I'm not going to advertise. I'm not going to display them wherever in any type of advertising efforts of any way, shape, or form. But how can I be truly decentralized if I'm going to pick and choose what my personal beliefs are and infringe that upon somebody else? I can't. I mean, even though I disagree with it, what can I do? And then I would just be another centralized platform saying, you can do whatever you want to, except for that, or except for this on this day, tomorrow, only at 5 o'clock. Can't do that. The centralized platform's not going to work that way. Maybe there's going to be an emergency type of consensus platform where people give thumbs up, thumb down, vote on something to be completely removed, and we give that to the community. That's something that we are working on at a protocol called Oath. You can look at that at oath.services.
Okay.
It's a project that we took over. It's about governance and the governance layer between blockchains and human layer governance. And so basically, it's a juror system on the Oath protocol. And so if you basically, let's say you were to buy a product from someone and that product was insured with Oath, meaning that if you got that product and it was not as you described, you could put a case in, and that case would go to 3 or 4 different jurors, and those jurors would decide your case on a third-party level and not from the company.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's something that we.
Come on! Just imagine growing to that level as eBay.
Well, I mean,
you will need a whole battalion working just on
that's
resolving the issues.
That's the backbone consensus of going to be the Metahash. I mean, that Metahash has its own POS, multi POS, but we're also going to have the Oath protocol, which is one of the next coins that will be tokenized on the backbone of Metahash and securing all transactions. And so, like I said, there's many things happening, and this little webinar that we're doing right here is not going to cover all of it. So
absolutely. And Adam, I do apologize. I know you are from Canada, but I've actually heard that pedophilia was more or less legalized in Canada somehow. And there was one law passed like 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, and
I know that they've been working on a global project, it seems, to become more taken as like a sexual orientation.
Something like that. And I was just thinking, and that is just one of the samples, but there are some certain lines that should not be crossed. And how, for example, and if I have if I'm an investor, so I have some funds, or I run an actual fund, and I've got some pension money. So how can I invest them in your?
Yeah, there is a couple
in MetaGate, when I know that there is a possibility if a pedo comes in, he can host his website. I do not want to support him.
I don't want to support that either. And that was a very hard.
Then my apologies for that, Adam.
I mean, that's a very hard question to answer, but and I'm trying to answer that in the best way possible because in one hand, I can't say yes, I'm going to take that off because I don't even have that built into my system. That means I would have to build that to where I go and alter that person and take that away. Now, if the community and the consensus of the community is all about paying for the domain name, that the money that was paid by the pedophile, and they strip the domain from him by the consensus, I'm all for that. And there'll be some securities built into that for that reason at the moment. But that is a very hard question that you asked right there.
And my apologies. It is. I'm asking all these questions out of curiosity. Really, it is super impressive. Like, you have tons and tons of things to dive into. Okay, so you are saying decentralized browser.
Yes. Yeah, decentralized browser. So it's
how do you manage this? How do you manage decentralization? Thank you.
Okay, so basically the browsers work off of all the nodes, the 4 nodes that we spoke about. That's what connects the browser and delivers the services and transactions. Are the backbone, the servers that are people are putting up. And so the browser is, that's what makes it decentralized, is the fact that it is a browser that is working off of the backbone of many servers that are not owned by one corporation.
Okay, decentralization is mostly about who's in power, making decisions.
Who can turn a node on or off, who can stop and manipulate data.
Yes, so in the browser's case, who are these people?
The browser's case are the people that are creating those nodes and staking their own money. And so what they're saying basically is, I'm going to put my own money down on this node to ensure that I'm saying that that's my policy. I'm not going to manipulate this code. So if someone were to manipulate that code and try to take over the network, they could lose their money that's staked down on the node.
So somebody wants to update your browser. They want to improve it. What's the process of submitting a suggestion and process of it? It is your project totally, yes, MetaGate. So you should know the hierarchy.
It is not my project. It is a project that I'm participating in, and I'm just like any other business entity that could come and build on the backbone of the browser, even fork the browser and make it their own browser and let it resolve to their own website when you open it. And so you can build features of our browser into your applications because it's completely open source. And so it's very adaptable to many different situations, many different code, many different softwares.
And if somebody wants to, they could even fork it.
That's right. They can fork it over and put up their own servers and try to decentralize their own forked version.
And have their own HashTag.space.
If they wanted to do that, they could do that too. They better be working night and day because that's what I do.
And not only them, the whole team.
Yeah.
How huge is the team working on MetaGate?
The team working. The team. I'm not sure how many now, but I knew they had like almost 100 programmers and developers.
100 programmers.
That's what at the point of the height of launching the net. Right now, I do believe there's only like 20 that we're on a scaled down version. But the founders of this run Ads Now and Ad Sniper. And so they're all about pay-per-click and pay-per-click systems. Okay. And I'm about organic and SEO search engine optimization. So we're going to be bringing a lot of these different platforms and ways to help business through this browser. So the browser is different in a way that most browsers just resolve where you want things to go by typing things into them. Our browser actually offers services natively within the browser, actually being a domain registrar where you can buy a domain name from the browser. Let's go back and rephrase that. So just by joining HashTag.space, we have a downline link, and automatically everyone has an affiliate link. And so if you share that affiliate link, you get paid 25% of every sale that comes in on that link. So everybody is basically becoming a hashtag registrar with that link, because not even GoDaddy or these other registrars make that kind of percentage after paying VeriSign and all the other fees to register domains. So 25% of a domain yearly is a pretty good fee. And so again, the one reason why I decided that we were going to charge $24.95 and not let the person own the domain was because that within about 100 years of people owning domain names and having them in their wallets and them dying, a lot of these domain names would go out of the ecosystem, and I don't see that being a very very much longevity in that domain name system. So we did it this way. We think that we're offering a lot because hashtag domain names do a lot more than just normal domain names, and the fact that it's $24.95. It's not a lot of money. If you don't have $24.95 to decentralize your business, maybe you need to sign up for some free Metahash and start forging, and then you can afford some.
Or maybe you should start pizza delivery.
Something.
And make some money. Make some money. It is amazing. It is amazing. Sometimes people are. We have this thing going on Epsilon. They approved us, and HostMaria has got deal for $4 a year. You can try our cloud for a year. And there's so many people and saying, "Oh no, that's way too expensive. Can I have additional discount or something?" Like, no. And $24.94 for a domain name.
We have a lot of other things that are projected and planned over the next 6 months to a year that I really don't want to get into right now because it gets really deep. But let me just say one thing, that it would be really there's going to be a way that you'll be able to sell domain names on your top level domain. So for example, if you bought hashtag money from my system, in the future, you'll be able to unlock what we're calling metahash names below that, like subdomains. So like metahash, so like hashtag money.tips.
Yes.
You would be able to sell hashtag money.tips to someone else. You're the domain owner, hashtag money, and you turn that into a top level domain name and start selling subdomains, metahash names below your domain name. For $14.95, that's what those metahash names cost, are $14.95, and you earn 50% of that real money of every domain name sold. So
can I resell the domain name?
Absolutely.
Can I transfer it to somebody else?
Yeah, I want to show you real quick. I'm just going to stop my
Yes.
cam for 1 second, share the screen.
You don't have to stop the cam to share the screen.
Okay, cool.
Robert.
Let me go turn the cam back on.
Okay.
Okay.
And add the stream. Yes.
Go back over to the system. Really cool. And so if I go to the hashtag space and I log into my account, I go to my domains. It's really quick. I have hashtag space here. I'm just going to click resell and I'm going to type in $1,000. I'm going to click send.
You can even resell them, right? Spot on right there.
Here. Yeah, right here. So go check. So hashtag, let me go check the domain. Boom, hashtag space.
And you can actually make them publicly available.
For $1,000. I just got to fund my account. Hashtag space takes 5% for the transfer, but buying and selling and reselling domains is very simple within our system.
Wow, that's super simple.
Yep. And the affiliate, like I said, the affiliate
Yes.
system is already working. So here I've already tracked a few different domain name sales, people that have come in and bought. Hashtag Cardano, hashtag Dogecoin were sold. Even hashtag, I believe, hashtag Cute. A lot of hashtags been sold. The other day, hashtag ETH was sold for $24.95. I thought I owned that one, but I didn't.
Can I see the hashtags you own?
Yeah. So I have domain names here. I have hashtag SEO, hashtag space, hashtag BWP, hashtag domains, hashtag shop, hashtag wow, and hashtag because fuck big tech and censorship. That's a good one. And hashtag Georgia, which is on a demo right now. So
awesome. Awesome. Okay,
there's a lot more.
Fantastic. And here is a question. And here is a question from so this guy, he's a famous crypto artist, famous global crypto artist. He does only crypto art, and he's from Austria, Germany. God knows. Sometimes he's in Russia. His last girlfriend was from Russia. And how does POS stake concept deal with rich becoming richer issue?
Well, I mean, in every instance, you need money to make money, except for in this instance, if you don't have any money, you can come over to that link, hashtag.org, sign up for the browser and get 1,000 MHC for free tonight and start with that. So it's not my fault if no one is economically well off, but this is the way the world works. So if somebody comes in to do proof of stake, in my opinion, proof of stake is a much better platform because we're not hurting the environment, where we don't have multi-million-dollar, coin farms that are just there to check a ledger, an open ledger, when a lot different, a better type of consensus platform could be done, like proof of stake, letting people put their money where their mouth is and say, hey, I'm not going to let this server be corrupted. It's not about the rich becoming richer. It's just about making a better blockchain become faster, simpler, and easier to use with less fees. And so I don't really know about the rich becoming richer, but I do know that if you would like to be rich, you should come over here and stake on Metahash. Ding, ding.
So when do you have to pay gas? In which case?
When you're sending money to the people, if it's less than 20% overload on the system, you don't pay fees for sending transactions. But once the smart contracts and stuff are open and and you're using hosting on the decentralized network and actually the traffic and all those type of things, you'll need to pay for some fees, because you don't get hosting, and you as all people know, you don't get hosting for free, and so you have to pay something to be able to pay for your space.
Even cheese in the mousetrap is not free.
That's right. Even that's not free. Somebody paid for that cheese. Even the welfare cheese is not free.
And the end game pays. Okay, the mouse pays the biggest price. And so you said paid ads. Are they called Ad Sniper? I can see that Georgie is really well.
And adsnow.com, I do believe. Ad Sniper. They have a lot of systems they've built in pay-per-click. I have a pay-per-placement thing that we're doing. We're not pay-per-click platform. We're pay-per-placement. So all bids start at the placement at $1, and you can stay at that one top spot for the week. So if someone comes in and bids you out of that top spot, then you're out of the top spot for the week. And so you get...
Is that for a keyword or what?
That's for keyword phrase, yep. So remember, when you buy a hashtag domain name, we give you 5 free keyword phrases, and you automatically show up for those in the internet. So For example, I'm going to share my screen again. Boom. And we're going to take a look at this right here. For example,
Georgie wants Georgia.
Okay,
Of
I'm
course
just
he does.
typing in the word SEO. I'm typing in the word
Yes.
SEO.
SEO.
Hashtag, and I click enter, and that's going to go to our search engine and automatically pull up whoever has the words either SEO in their hashtag or selected as a free word that they've chosen to show up for. So this is already working. We're just going to be pulling this over, and just so you have an idea.
Can I see a few other keywords, please?
Yeah. So let me type in
cryptocurrency.
Georgia.
Okay, Georgia.
Like in Georgia's going to show up, even though I didn't enter the keyword shows up in the name, so it's automatically going to show up.
And
so,
is this the only result that came up on search engine?
That's the only result, because remember, we're new. We've only sold about 150 domain names so far, so things are really starting to take off, and so there are all kinds of domain names that are open and available.
So in the search engine, the only results displayed will be domains that are bought from at your system.
Yep.
Do I understand it correctly? So this is not
going to
as
be only those domain names, but they will have a place there. Okay, they'll have a place there.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to type in the word Helmuts.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to hit enter, and so now this keyword for Georgia. So if I type in Georgia, it's going to take me to Georgia. But if I also type in the word Helmuts, takes a few seconds.
Okay.
Georgia. Yeah, I don't know how fast it's actually updating tonight, because it took me a little longer than normal to do the other one. So, like, let me do one for like internet marketing.
Okay.
Internet marketing. And sometimes I have a hard time with my thing being slow down here.
And Robert, it is not only your side during the live stream.
Yeah, so I just typed in like search engine optimization instead of SEO, and I have these already here.
Can we type in Bitcoin?
Yep.
Let us see who is there.
Probably no one. But here's a couple of dApps. So we have Bitpanda, we have a delegate for HashTag.space at Metahash. This is our group at Metahash at HashTag.space. Delegation, Bitcoin. What is this delegation forging? I want to see this one. Doesn't go over there. It doesn't. That doesn't resolve from here yet. The app. This is an actual server, so the servers don't actually resolve here yet. So,
are you saying that hashtag Bitcoin is still available?
No, it's not, but it could be for sale. I do have it as an admin.
Here we go.
The truth comes out a little bit. I do own a couple of on reserve in the admin section, and so but again, like I said, the search engine is already working, but this is what will be making the search engine look like. Okay, so you'll have HashTag.space, you'll have the search engine. Go ahead.
No, go on. I'm watching. Yes.
These are the actual ads being paid for within our system. And then what we're going to be doing is displaying hashtag domain names for sale. So if you go in and say, for example, search for cabin rentals Georgia, then we'd be selling hashtag cabin rental Georgia, hashtag cabin _rental _Georgia, hashtag dash, so all of the different variables we'd be selling right over here on the right. So you get some ads, and then you would get these results from DuckDuckGo. And then these free keywords that I told you you'd be showing up in the search engine for would be here on the right. And that's what these things would be showing up for. So you do show up for alongside of the results of a normal search engine at DuckDuckGo, just from buying hashtag domain name and putting in your free keywords, you show up here. And then if you're paying for ads, you show up here. And if you want to buy a domain name, I figured that when someone's in a search engine doing a search, it's usually because they're interested in that topic. And if they're interested in that topic, they might be interested in buying a hashtag domain name on that topic as well. And so this is something different that no one's offering, but that's what we have. I go over to our HashTag.space social platform, which you can see here. I've got it in light mode right now. I'm going to I'll pull it down and turn it into dark mode. 1 second. I got a different light and dark mode for whoever wants to put it on.
Okay.
It does take a second. This stream on, boy, it's really taking a lot of data. Okay, so there we are. Let me just go in. I'm gonna just turn it to the night mode.
Okay.
Boom, we're on night mode. We got a little astronaut man here. We got a little rocket. We've got a little UFO coming down. And we've got people joining, and I'm following them right now. Boom, 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 boom. Seeing all these people here. You join in anonymously. You can add a GIF or an image if you wish, and then you just follow who you want to follow. But we have a lot of information here about the Metahash platform and things that are going on within the community. We have our SEO. We have our own SEO platform over here. So if you click here, to take you over to our #space marketing, where you can sign up for the free 5 keywords. You can get packages a lot cheaper than normally what I sell them for to normal people. So just by being on the webinar here, you're getting this at wholesale pricing here. And so that's really cool. We have a directory that's coming at hashtag.org. So not only will that be the multi-level marketing and a place to sign up and get
directory. That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah. We have the hashtag.org directory. So it was a high price domain name. So, and this is interconnected to our #space social. So if you want to click on the balance, it'll automatically log in over at the other site, and then you can check your balance, and then click on social just to go back to the website. And so we're building an interconnected ecosystem here. You'll have a decentralized search, like I showed you here shortly, with the social. You'll have decentralized email, a decentralized YouTube type platform, and a few other things we're building here for people. So it just takes time, to build these types of things. But we're on top of it, so we're expected in the next 6 months to a year to have our full ecosystem deployed.
Okay. Do you track your users on the browser?
I don't track the users, no. I got to see where you guys are at. I keep trying to find out where you guys are at and where I'm at. Okay, you're right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Stop sharing. Yeah.
Okay, and we can see that Ivan is saying people earn free MHC. Yes.
That's correct. Just by joining, not only just by you get 30 to 40% back, whatever you. So if you're forging 1,000, you're going to get 30 to 40% of that back within that year. And so and not only that, just by joining the platform, we're giving you 1,000 MHC. 1,000. At one point in time, 11 years ago, Bitcoin was about 7 cents. And so today, Metahash is about a half a penny. And so I would jump on board. That's what I got to say. Because I'm bringing some things to the platform, not only what I'm bringing, but what other people are going to be able to bring in the future after they see what this platform can do. This platform is going to be inherently worth a lot of cash. And it's like I said, you're investing in the new internet. You're laying the foundation and being a part of the new internet, which means you can earn money off of the people paying for advertisements, just inviting people to come and hang out in the social space, to search for whatever they're searching for, to find things. I mean, there are so many ways, and that's going to be listed more at hashtag.org in the future, where you're going to have a list of things of how to passively earn MHC and how to actually make real money through our system.
Okay, I'm just checking quickly the questions. Okay, here's a question like this. Stream live is social button.
So because that we're not farming people's information, it's really hard for us to offer those types of streams because somebody has to pay for those. And so we have a pro platform for influencers and people that want to have a decentralized streaming platform where they can pay. So there will be a small fee for paying for the pro section, which will allow you to go live, to stream, and to have all those functionalities, plus a few other things.
And that is coming.
Yep. It's already there, but I don't have it hooked up to where you can actually pay for it yet. So
how many servers does it have?
This, again, will be on the backbone of Metahash, which you saw all those servers, 200 and some servers. So all of the pieces of this program will be divided.
Streaming.
Yeah. Well, that's what this is, a decentralized cloud. Basically, Metahash is a server cloud that decentralizes websites and databases and serves them up when needed.
Okay. No, this is super interesting.
Yep.
Hey, I'm approaching Russians. Hey, Russians, ребята, давайте придите к нам на лайвы и расскажите про все свои masternodes, про все уровни, чтобы понятно было, что где и когда. Технично. So I'm approaching Russian team. So, hey guys, this is public invitation. Please come in. Who's the technical one? And please explain on the all four levels of nodes. How do you do them? How do you get that? How is that possible?
Yeah.
How do you plan to run all that data?
Okay, so
that's unimaginable.
Yeah, going over to the MetaHash website, it's all written down and broken down of how to become a node master, how to open your own node, how to forge down, how to get your MetaGate wallet open, how to forge down from your wallet. So all of the instructions and everything and all of the services that we offer are listed on the website. You just have to dig a little bit to get in there, but they are there, so you can find it.
It would be, wow. And it is, Robert, it is amazing when people start working into one direction and the amount of ideas. And I would really love to hear also the technical side, just to understand the approaches, the philosophy, and all the coins are different. All the coins are different.
Yeah, different coins have different protocols. They do different things.
Yes.
Some of them don't do anything, but some of them do a lot of things. So.
And there are different approaches. And then there are ecosystems like yours.
Yeah, that are coming up new, and every day things are popping up. So it's just it's an exciting time for the new internet. When the internet has birthed and what's coming in the future, it's really exciting times.
And it pushes on. So what can I ask you a question? So what happened here? So here is Metahash. Yes, let us see. Refresh. So the price is 0.5. So 0.5%. And 1 month, 7 days. No, 1 month. What happened here?
Yeah, it looked like there was some type of big investment that came into Metahash.
It looks like pump and dump.
It looked like some type of pump and dump, but I don't know exactly what happened. But all I know is I didn't sell my MHC. I held on, and I just left it forging because, you know, I'm in it for the long run. I have a lot of MHC, and I know that staking it's going to give me that 30 to 40% over the long haul each year. And so there's no real reason. Just like set it and forget it and just make yourself rich, you know, especially if you have a little bit of money to invest.
Okay. Quick question and then another one. So let's say, do I need those 10 million coins to run a node? Or as there are smaller nodes, can I buy, let us say, MHC for, let us say, $100? I would buy $100. I would put up VPS on. Yeah, I can put up VPS like this.
Yeah, different nodes take a different amount of MHC to stake down on them to operate them. So the core node is the highest at 10 million, but I knew that there's some down there as low as 100,000, 100 or 500,000 MHC. So there's a lot of ones that are a lot cheaper to run, but they don't pay as much back. You know what I mean? So you know,
so the richer you are, the richer you become.
Well, the cool thing about this thing is it's not about.
But that's fine. That's fine.
Listen, it's not about you just staking your money on your node. You can open up a node and put a 10% of you can put the 1 million on a core node, and 9 other people could put 9 other million on that node and make the 10 million. So it's not just your money. It's everybody's money combined staking on your node in order to get it to work. So it's not make the rich richer. That's not the way it works. If you want to open a node and be your only staker on the node and put all your money there, you can do that. But people still have the opportunity to go to those nodes I just showed you, and they can stake their money on your node as well. You can't stop it. So,
okay, so people can stake even 1,000 MHCs?
Whatever. Yeah, millions. I have millions, so they stake millions. Yep.
Okay. Sundays is saying you should add your project on ICO drop.
Okay, I will do that. I didn't know about that, so I will definitely take it up and look at it. Thank you.
Okay, is there anything else?
There are lots of other things, my friend.
I believe so. I believe so, Robert.
Today, my lunch is here staring at me, and my stomach is growling, and so I must bid you a fair due, fair due well, and we will do this again soon because there is much more to cover for sure.
That is fantastic. So, what should we cover next time?
I have things like gambling.com which is our new esports platform.
Absolutely. It is so impressive. The website is so beautiful.
Yeah,
really.
That
It is so whoever did that website, deserves a...
Well, I designed it, and then my graphic designer, we designed it together, and then we cut it up and put it up. So that would have to be it.
It is. The design is so effective, so beautiful. Really, Robert, it is so rare when you can go to the website and you immediately understand what it is. And
yeah, it's so simple to understand that project. So let me go ahead and type this in the chat here.
It is.
Game.com. We'll be going live on this thing. It's in beta right now. We'll be going live on this thing probably by July or sometime. And then there's a few other things I'd like to get into about my biggest platform, which is Blackwood Productions. And I'll type that here as well. That is, you can go to it and check it out. Blackwood.productions. And that's where we do all of our business now in search engine optimization and content marketing. And that's where most of our money comes from. So we can go over that. I have one fella in California earning over $50,000 a month just from referring me one SEO agency in Canada. And so I would like to, if anybody would like to know how to refer me agencies and earn 25% of everything they buy from me, you can hit me up. Kayakman21 on Skype, or we can do another little video webinar and let's get deep into that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Sounds
so
good.
gamebling.com.
That's correct.
Of course. Gamebling. Okay, so it is in beta now.
Yep, it's in beta now. You have a 1v1 and a 5v5 working. We have played games for real money, so you can go into a 1v1 server or a 5v5 server and select win by the team and also win per kill. So if it's a 10-cent room, you earn and lose 10 cents for every kill or every time you get killed. Or if it's a $1 room, you're losing $1. So, really good. Okay.
Here's Maximus saying pumped on this month because KuCoin exchange.
Yeah, KuCoin did have a problem there with the deposit and everything suspended. I'm not sure really what happened. Maybe it was some type of manipulation on their part, but I'm not really sure what happened with this pump and dump.
Okay, so so round of questions. Where can we buy Metahash? Where is it possible to buy it?
On CEX.io. I do know that there is a place at CEX.io. And there's a couple others. Once you download the MetaGate browser, as soon as you open it, it pops up and lets you know the different exchanges that they're on. So it's some good stuff.
Okay, CEX.io.
CEX.io.
Yes. Okay. How people can contact you?
I'm on Skype. They can come to #space.social, and we have our social network there. They can come there. I'm Kayakman21 everywhere, so you can contact me there on my social network.
Okay.
You can contact me on Skype at Kayakman21. You can contact me on Instagram at Kayakman21. You can contact me on Facebook at Kayakman21. And you can just call me on the phone at Kayakman21 and I'll answer.
Pick up the phone and say Kayakman21.
That's it. I answer to that.
Have you got your hashtag Kayakman21?
I actually do. That was my free hashtag that I got. Remember, in the profile section of HashTag.space, you just got to type in your name there, and you got a free hashtag that resolves in the browser to your profile. So really good stuff.
Fantastic. And then the last thing, the very, very last thing.
Okay.
To all the beautiful people that are watching, what would you say based on your experience about the life, or maybe thoughts that you have about the life right now? Not tech, just
let me just say that time is your most precious asset, and working for someone, you're spending your most precious asset, trading your time for money. And so I would say work harder, work smarter, not harder. And that would be working with your head and not your hands. If somebody wants to get ahead in this life, you have to learn how to multiply your revenue streams by something that other than what your hands can do. And so if you can do that and make money while you sleep, then you'll rest while you sleep at night a lot easier. So that's what I'm going to say.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you. How about this? We'll do this soon. We'll do this soon again.
Of course we will. And super impressive to all the teams. I understand that you have actually many teams for all the projects.
Yep.
Super impressive what you have achieved. It is super impressive. And from my side, please do not listen to the commentaries, especially from the people who haven't achieved anything in this life.
Okay.
You are doing amazing job, and the things your aims, your mission is mental, and that is super impressive. Crazy people are always crazy in high sky high dreams.
No, I take
That's
it
impressive. And
well,
you guys actually do push the technology as well as all the pioneers in all the
very
spaces.
kind words.
So
We appreciate
all the respect to you guys.
it. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Thanks for
Bye.
joining in. Bye-bye.